Hello ladies and gents, Hagbard Celine here on another beautiful afternoon, and today, instead of discussing the Truck of Peace Mark II, or the assassination of a Russian ambassador, or even examining the new and latest MTV release advising some New Year's resolutions for the white man, we are instead going to go somewhere where everyone's invited. Mubz Online. Oh, well, everyone except white people. Full disclosure, I'm not totally sold that this is real, per se, but after what I've run into in the last year and a half, I'm not totally sold that it's not real. So we're going to look at a couple of articles and have a little bit of fun. And here at Mubz Online, he's asking the hard questions, like, what is it with white people and their love of hunting animals? Why do white people love colonizing ethnic names? And the one we'll be seeing today. Are white Muslims guilty of cultural appropriation? We all know about white people and their love for stealing others' cultures and claiming it as their own. Although Islam as a religion has no ethnicity, could white people be guilty of trying to claim Islam as a culture? No. Hell yeah, no pun intended. Oh, I'm not sure you understand what a pun is, friend. There's not many white people, if any, that are born out-and-out Muslims. Are you familiar with Syria? The majority of them are converts who are looking for a new way of life. The reason why they turn to Islam is not only because of the discipline that it gives them, but because they're attracted to the culture that comes with it. And for some reason he enters a subtitle after his little introduction, and it's The 5 Reasons Why White Muslims Are Guilty of Cultural Appropriation. This is gonna be lovely. All gratification, no persecution. Being a white Muslim is total different. Oh, excellent. We're gonna have misspellings and shit in here too. Being a white Muslim is totally different thing to being a black or Asian Muslim. I assume you mean a totally different thing. Only a select minority of white Muslims can be clearly identified as Muslims without having to ask them. They receive all kinds of gratification that comes with being a Muslim, like the culture, for example, but they never face the persecution like black and Asian Muslims do. Now, if you'll note the language use, you hear that it's got a British tone to it. He refers to Arabic people as Asians. There are several other word uses that are almost exclusively from the UK. So I'm not, again, sure whether this is a man who was trained in English in the UK, was a UK citizen born there and is a person of color, or is a white man who's trolling. That's really hard to say. They only see it as a way of life, not a religion. A lot of white Muslims don't actually abide by the actual rules set by the religion of Islam. Most Muslims don't follow the rules set by the actual religion of Islam. That's how people treat religions, mostly. They just see it as a way of life. Yeah, this is a normative religious belief, okay. Some of them turn to Islam because they want to stop drinking or doing drugs. The same can be said of the Catholic Church. Look at all 12-step programs. They all end in God. Do you think these are deep? Others might have joined whilst doing some time in prison. They end up falling in love with the way of life, but not the actual religion itself. I have no idea what you're saying. Islam is a way of life. It's not just strictly a belief in Allah. It goes with its own set of systems that you have to follow. I'm not even sure what this person's talking about, except for he really wishes white people wouldn't be Muslims. As far as I know, that's all this is. I also take this as further evidence of him being from the UK, because all of the converts I ever saw convert to Islam in prison were people of color. They were not white people. They only want the benefits of what comes with it. I can't imagine those benefits. Depending on how well they are accepted by black or Asian Muslims, they'll be able to receive all kinds of gifts and special treatment because they've chosen to follow the religion of Islam. When it comes to defending and protesting against things like Islamophobia, they tend to be silent. They're faced with a whole new world of oppression that they've never seen before. It must be lovely to just make broad, sweeping generalizations about things that you don't even define within the article. You're just talking about they tend to just slip words everywhere. What special treatment are people receiving when they join Islam? And what oppression? What oppression are you facing as a Muslim at all in the West? Their white privilege still stays intact. Intact. Again, I'm not sure you're even literate. Jesus Christ. Even if a white Muslim woman decides to wear a niqab, burqa, or hijab, they know they can take it off and still have their white privilege intact. Intact. He used it twice. Fantastic. Yes, apparently you can keep your white privilege while being tactful. I'm not certain what he means by that, but for all those white people that are against Islam, they don't tend to see white Muslims as a threat like they do black or Asian Muslims. They just see them as traitors. They won't be faced with the bullshit that black and Asian Muslim men and women are faced with. How is being seen as a traitor any better or worse? I'd say those are pretty much on equal grounds. How is a traitor not being seen as a threat? You have a bizarre mind, friend. For the love of fetishization. White people are number one when it comes to fetishization. Surprisingly, it's not only black people that they love to fetishize. Some white Muslim converts turn to Islam not purely because of the religion itself, but because they are dating a partner who happens to be a Muslim. In the religion of Islam, a kuffar or non-believer isn't allowed to be with a Muslim. So for the love of fetishization, a white person will convert to Islam. So what you've done is you've actually reduced this person to an object, not the white person in this scenario. What you're saying is this person didn't really give a shit about the person. They're not actually in love, and they're not willing to make a broad, huge life change to be with that person. They just want to be with the object. Now, one way or another, this is all in good fun. I mean, he has a tip jar, he has a Tumblr, if you'd like to go. He has a YouTube page, even, but he doesn't have any videos, so I'm not really sure why. It seems like he's just trying to create a presence, which is again why I'm not wholly certain that this isn't a troll job. But if it is, it's a very, very large and extensive troll job, because he puts out one article a day. And I think that's at least, gotta give him some round of applause there for just dedication. If this is a troll job and not a madman spurging onto the internet, as I suspect it is, then it is a very, very long-running job. This man has been in spats with people on Tumblr. You can go look it up. Some guy named Your Uncle Something or Another got into a spat with him, not realizing it would probably be a waste of time to engage one way or the other. And that's it for me today, ladies and gents. We'll visit article number 2 on Thursday, and I'm sure we'll have just as good a time, because this is an endless source of entertainment. This was also featured on my live stream that I did for 20,000 subs, and I'd like to thank the person that handed it up to me, because boy, it sure is a doozy. Thanks for being here, everyone. Stay safe, good luck, and goodbye.